Well, does it give us an idea? I mean, how does this week feel versus the debut? Is this any different at all?
A little bit. Like I said, there's more media obligations. There's more, I guess, eyes on me now. You know, they've seen, it's got a little taste. You know, they got the tip, the last time. So I know they expect more from me this time, and I'm willing to deliver.
Let's say, do you kind of welcome that? I mean, the added attention. I mean, I guess that's what you're here for, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, if you've been hungry this whole time, and you can't complain about having a lot on your plate, you know, when it's time to eat. So yeah, I'm eating good now.
I guess the flip side of that is that the expectations rise. I mean, do you feel like it's almost like, even though you've only got one fight in the UFC, it's almost like you're this mythical character that's capable of doing things that nobody's ever seen before? I mean, sometimes it's easy, better to just do simple things, right? I mean, do you feel like you have to go out there and be like outside of this world?
Like I said, I mean, don't expect anything from me. Like, expect the unexpected, because a lot of people might be expecting like, oh, he's gonna do this and he's gonna try and do that and he's gonna be this guy, but I'm me, you know. I might be feeling different on that day. I might be dark on that day, you know. I might not even talk. I might just chill. I might be real bubbly. I might give you guys a whole song and dance and everything. But yeah, I just expect the unexpected, but always expect me to bring my best when I'm in that cage.
Have you run across Marvin yet?
Not yet, surprisingly. I think he's hiding. I don't know, but we haven't crossed each other yet.
Nice. Last thing for me, after your first fight, I saw a lot of people giving the young John Jones comparisons.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the physical attributes are undeniable, but your games are different. I mean, so
exactly.
Do you welcome that comparison? Do you not?
For me, it's not about John Jones. It's just, I mean, I feel like it's disrespectful if you try and compare me or what I've done throughout my career to someone else. You know, whether it be Anderson, Connor, Chael, whoever. I just feel, I'm not the next blah blah blah. I'm the first me, and the one and only me, so people are going to get used to it. And yeah, the comparison is cool, but it's not really cool.
In February, you're making your debut, you're buried on an undercard. Now only a few months later, I mean, you're on a main card on Fox. You know, these people are going to watch. Like, is this happening faster than you expected it to?
Not really. I kind of expected all this, and I knew once the UFC got a taste, they'll be like, oh shit, all right, everything on them. Bet on black. So I just knew it was going to happen. But yeah, I've expected all of this, and I mean, no different. When I'm in that cage, it doesn't matter whether I'm the first fight of the night or the main event. It's just me and another guy in that cage, and we're going to do it.
What do you see when you see a guy like Marvin? I mean, he's not the biggest name. He's kind of had up and down runs so far in his UFC career. What do you see in a point like that?
I mean, I picked him, and the weird thing is, so far my two UFC opponents, I've kind of picked them before they already got presented to me. Because Rob, he was a AFC champion, in Australia, and then when I got that belt, he started talking shit about, little boys fighting for his old toys. And then in 219 in Vegas, the last show of last year, I was in the MGM walking through, and I happened to see Marvin and his crew walking through as well. And out of respect, I was just, hey, good fight. And he kind of gave me this weird look, and I just didn't like the energy. So as soon as I was like, what the fuck? And then I talked to Yaz Huge. I want to fight that guy. And he looks at me, that's my coach. He's like, huh. I was like, no, I want to fight him. And then when it came down to it, there was the options right there. And it was, I think it was the last two was him versus a guy he fought, this older guy, striker. And for me, I just felt I don't want to look like I'm just picking on, the old dog. So he's young, he's tough. Like he said, he's got a fucking, what do you call it, marble head that can take shots. And yeah, I want to test that, see how hard that head is.
So you had that interaction and filed it away?
Yeah, it's always happening, and I think I've already picked my next opponent. But, I mean, we'll get past Marvin first, and then, yeah, we'll see.
Did that happen this week, you're saying?
This morning, I think.
Yeah.
It's little things, it's good. We'll focus on Marvin right now to get him out the way, and then we'll see, what happens next.
Do you think Marvin is on your level?
Nah, no. I mean, he reckons, in the countdown, he was all, he's got these levels to the striking game, man, and this guy has got a lot of holes in the game, man. I'm like, well, they say okay, cool, I have holes in my game. Take a step in, and before you realize it's too late. It's a trap. You can't get out. You're drowning. It's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have jumped in this hole. So I welcome him to try and step in the holes in my game and see what happens.
When you picture your career, being this young, when you see your career, where do you see yourself? Do you personally see yourself as being a champion soon? Do you see yourself as being one of the greatest ever?
Being one of the greatest ever, that's the goal. Excuse me, achoo. Being one of the greatest ever, he'll come back. Yeah, being a champ is just, like I said, it's just a little trinket you get along the way when you on the level that I'm on. And I feel it's just going to happen based on the way I fight, you know, based on my charisma, based on the way I just, you know, carry myself. And yeah, it's not really about the belt. It's about, for me, being the guy that people talk about when they talk about, like, who's the best that ever did this, you know. And I want to be one of those guys that I'll get top 3, you know, or they can just say, nah, it's him, guaranteed, bar none. And that's my goal, and having fun along the way, you know.
You kind of represent the Australia, New Zealand scene, but there's a lot of fast-rising African talent right now. If the UFC does do an event in Africa at some point, is that a card that you feel like you got to be on?
100%, I have to. You know, me, Kamaru, Francis, and there's even more coming. Like I keep saying, I am not the best representation of my people. Like I feel like I'm the runt of the litter. You know, I think I had to. I think maybe like 17, 16. I started to like grow up a little bit, get taller. You know, I was very like. I had the same size head with a skinny body as a kid, so I look like a lollipop. You go back home now, you see these young kids, like maybe 6, 7, and you can see they're just jacked from just eating eba, you know, banku, all this kind of African food, and just, you know, like they just seem like just genetically freaks, you know. So definitely when the UFC goes back to Africa, you know, and they get a taste like, oh shit, this is a thing, because you know they have like some kind of wrestling, like African wrestling, dambe and all that stuff in certain parts of Africa, but eventually when they get a taste of like, this is a thing, you can do this, then you see a lot of more African kids pursuing the UFC or MMA career.
Just looking at your overall combat sports record, it's ridiculous. It's something like 86 wins or something.
80, no, it was 75 wins, 4 losses, 29 knockouts. That's the official record in my kickboxing career, because I keep seeing different ones, but it's 75 wins, 4 losses, and 29 knockouts.
So through all of that, if fans wanted to learn more about you, do you have like 1 or 2 favorite knockouts or favorite fights that you've been in that they could go through and look at?
Favorite?
Anything you're proud of?
I'm proud of the, you know, like I said, see these aren't just for show. Like this is my first chain was from my King in the Ring, my first King in the Ring tournament win. That's an 8-man tournament, which I won. I won it 3 times in 2 weight classes. So that was cruiserweight and heavyweight. And that was no joke, so there's a lot of knockouts on that one I have, and I can't pick my favorite one might have to be one of the heavyweight ones. I can't remember the guy's name now. Jenna, what's the guy's name? You remember? Tall guy. Yeah, I can't remember. Fuck. I can't remember his name now, but yeah, it was a nice knockout because he was quite tall, and he was the favorite to win the tournament, so when I knocked him out, he kind of just went down. So look at any of the King in the Ring fights, and then this one's from the Super 8, and I think this one I beat, what's his name, Brian Minto, in the final to get the, you know, to get the win on that one. So I need to get one more for my UFC debut, but I've been busy, so I haven't really gone shopping yet. But yeah, any of my King of the Ring fights, and which other one? I don't know. My last one's all right, but nah. It's any of the King of the Ring fights. You can have a look and see what I'm about, my striking.
For some of the people like that may not be as familiar with you and your combat sports, the last style bender, where does that come from and what does that mean?
Yeah, the moniker, it comes from the TV series, you know, Avatar, the kids show. Yeah, so I was watching that as a kid, and I kind of related to Aang, the main character, a lot in his journey, his quest to realize his destiny as the Avatar, because he has to master all the elements, fire, water, air, and earth, to realize that he's a guy of this world, you know. So in this game, I feel like I have to do the same. You know, I have to master all the elements of martial arts to realize my destiny as the Avatar.
How's that coming for you? I mean,
great. I mean,
the stand-up is obviously at top notch,
point,
right?
yeah.
But how the other parts of the game, you know, the wrestling, the grappling, how's that working?
For me, when we took our time to get to the UFC because we wanted to be able to face the best, the top 10, top 5 straight away, you know. So I didn't just come here like, ooh, I'm here to just, you know, here I am, gonna take part. Nah, you know, I'm coming to dominate. So we came ready, and I've been working on everything for years, like everything. So my last fight, I kept on saying that wasn't just the 8-week training camp, it was an 8-year training camp. So yeah, we never really stopped, we keep going, and people will find out. You just have to find someone to keep me down for long enough to see what my ground game's about.
Last one for me, you know, the Arizona Commission said that they don't want anybody to piss in the ring this time. Are you planning on doing that again?
I know, I might need a fresh coat. I might need a fresh coat of dog piss on the ring, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's bullshit, you know, like what we pretending to do here. It's a mimic. I'm just mimicking, you know, pissing like a dog, and it's a metaphor of me claiming my space. So yeah, if I feel the need to, if I feel like I can't really smell my scent as much anymore, then I might have to, like, lift my leg up real quick. Yeah.
Just just curious, your thoughts on the main event. It seems like most fighters are fans of Justin Gaethje when they watch him. Is that a style that you enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, you got to come to the gym like sometimes to see me get on that level. But I mean, for me, the way I fight, hit and don't get hit. That's my style of fighting, you know. And Justin, props to him, you know. Someone's got to do it. He's like, fuck it, I want to be the most violent man in the game, and I want to just drag someone to deep water and see if they can survive. And that's cool, and it's fun to watch. But for me personally, I said someone's got to do it, you know. Like someone's got to do me. Not everyone can do my style either. And yeah, when it comes down to it, there's gonna be a time where you'll see me fucking throw down, and you'll see me throw down. Like I have guys like Junior Fa. He's a heavyweight boxer. He's an up-and-coming prospect from my gym. He even beat Joseph Parker in the amateurs back in the day. So yeah, I have to spar him boxing, you know. And I've had some shots from him, and I've never been dropped. So yeah, I don't like to brag about my chin because that's stupid. I think a lot of go, I've got a grind that chin. Can you mean yeah? It's like, well, you get hit a lot then, so fuck you. So yeah, when it's time to throw down, I will throw down. But at the moment, I don't even think I needed to get hit or hurt or get hurt to be in a fight of the night. Like if a guy like Marvin, he's tough. So if his granite chin is as tough as it is, then you could get a fight of the night performance from me just beating the shit out of him.
My last question, I'm just curious which way you lean on that fight between Justin and Dustin. That's fascinating.
For me, I'm just light a match and step back. Yeah, just light a match and get the fuck away because it's gonna be crazy.
Thanks,
cool, is that it? Peace.